So sitting onto the shin bones, or however it feels comfortable for you, allow yourself to settle in and rise up through the spine. Just place your palms onto your thighs, wherever it's comfortable. And really take one full deep breath. Let it come from the base of the spine all the way up to the heart. And then gently release it out, right through the heart. And just do that one more time. Take a breath from the base of the spine all the way down by the coccyx. And just imagine that you can just travel it up like an elevator up to the heart. And then just release it out. And then take your right hand and just place it on the heart, just slightly shifted to the left side of the upper sternum. And just come into nice, slow, gentle breathing, your choice, through the nose, through the mouth. But keep the in-breath and the out-breath the same. And ask yourself, what would I like to have in this coming year? And just take 2 breaths into that and see what comes forth. Remember, we're traveling the breath from the base of the spine up to the heart and releasing it out of the heart. And then on your 3rd breath, again, keeping that same breath, take it from the base of the spine all the way up to the heart. But this time, ask yourself, what would my higher self or spirit most like? What would be most beneficial for me in this upcoming year? And take 3 breaths with that. Just settle into it. Keep your spine tall. Press into the sitting bones. If you're on the shin bones, into the shin bones. Feel the top of the feet. So a very active pose here. We're going to use this practice today to just really open up the heart. And if we don't receive anything, we're just going to use the practice to keep opening up. But we're maybe recognizing that what we think and what our higher self thinks is most beneficial might be very, very different. So let's see if we can use this practice to really dive into that higher self, that inner divine self, to really put forth what would be most beneficial for us in this upcoming year. Let's take one more breath. Release it out. And then shift into your Ujjayi breath. And let's bring the palms to the heart. With an in-breath, let's bring the arms out to the side, parting, reaching all the way up, palms together, navel to spine, and exhale down to the heart with a beautiful silent Om. And again, if you choose, holding right here, to use this practice to really set an intention for what would be in our highest and greatest good from our highest self to bring forth into this new year. Gently open the eyes, interlace the fingers, take the palms forward, round through the back ribs. We want to open up the sides, the front, and the back of the heart. So take a breath here, and as you exhale, let the exhale come out through the back side of the heart into the back ribs. Engage the core muscles, navel to spine, and on an in-breath, rise up, bringing the palms all the way up. Take a full in-breath, and as you exhale, release and come into cactus arms. Hug the shoulder blades into the spine, very active arms, belly to spine, strong in if you're on your shin bones, pressing up and lifting upright, so very strong legs. On an exhale, we're going to bring the inner arms together, but I want you to keep those shoulder blades engaged so that we're actively strengthening through the back ribs, the back of the heart. Press the elbows together, keep the shoulder blades down, and split the wrists. Notice how strong that is through the back ribs. As long as you keep those shoulder blades down, make sure navel to spine. One more breath. Take a full in breath, and as you exhale, just split the arms to either side, bend into the elbows. Open the heart, reach up from the front body all the way to the crown of the head. And then on another in breath, press forward. Make a fist and exhale, drop back. Allow yourself, please, to take and draw, interlace the fingers forward uncomfortably. Not the usual way that you do. Take a full in breath. And as you exhale, let's round again into the back ribs. You should feel a nice stretch from the front of the knees all the way up to the waistline. Allow yourself to gently turn slightly to the right. Keep the arms long, please. No bent elbows, back to the center and over to the left. So as we do all of these opening motions, we're just opening up all the parts of the heart from the front, the sides, and the back. On an in breath, rise all the way up. Ooh, really stretch this time. Bring the arms right into the ears, press into the shin bones or the sitting bones. One more breath here. And then on the exhale, release the hands back behind you. Place them on the floor or your heels. And let's just open the front of the heart. So externally rotate the shoulders nice and tight. Be very mindful of that band around the heart as we open it up today. Puff that heart. Press into the sitting bones or the shin bones. One more breath here. If you choose, you can bring the head back if that's good for your cervical spine. Makes it really difficult for me to talk. And then very gently rise all the way back up. And we're going to take and bring left arm under right. Eagle arms. Pull and hug the shoulder blades towards the spine. Take a full in breath, and as you exhale, bring the elbows into the sternum, stretch into the shoulders. And then on an in breath, rise it back up, and let's draw some nice ovals. And then take it the other way. Really feel that heart opening. And then draw to neutral, and we're going to take both of the elbows over to the right. Left arm is under, over to the left, excuse me. Good. Pull the shoulder blades down and open up. Drop back to neutral. And on an exhale, sweep the arms back, open up into cactus. And on the exhale, bring the inner arms together. Pull the shoulder blades down, engage navel to spine, press into the shin bones or the sitting bones, and then just split the wrists again. Take a full in breath. Really nice, hugging all the muscles to the bone. And then gently close, and we're going to bring right under left, eagle arms. Bring the elbows towards the sternum and the hands come forward. Shoulder blades down, and then draw it up. And let's do two ovals each direction. Really opening up all of the areas of the heart and that band of the heart. Come back into that intention. Good. And from there, allow yourself, please, to sweep the arms open. Really press those if you're in a door jam. Pull those shoulder blades down, navel to spine. And then let's just round and stretch the outer wrist. Draw the fingertips in. And then just very gently release. From there, allow yourself, please, to transition right into tabletop. Staying with that nice intention. Allow yourself to keep that in the forefront of your practice. In tabletop, let's just take it side to side, loosening up the entire body. We'll continue to open up the heart in so many different ways, shining and keeping that intention. Come into tabletop, lift up onto the fingertips, fists or palms, and let's round into cat pose. Really draw navel to spine and try to rainbow each one of those dips. Really pressing and opening up the backside. Draw navel to spine, pelvic floor engaged. And then on your next in breath, come forward into cow pose. Ooh. Allow the shoulders to sink, or the head to sink down into the shoulders. Take a full deep breath here. Good. And then lift back up into tabletop. And we're going to take and extend the left hand all the way forward as far as we can towards the center of the mat. Coming into puppy dog pose. We're going to place the right hand on top. And we're just going to keep the hips on top of the knees, and we're going to sink our head forward. If you have a hurt shoulder, take that arm straight back and just use the one arm. We're going to take 2 breaths here. Your forehead might come all the way to the floor, but I want you to press firmly into the hands. And pull those shoulder blades down, really opening up. One more full deep breath, please. And then really engage the muscles, slowly press, rise back up, come back into tabletop, fingertips, palms, or fists. Take a full in-breath, and as you exhale, rounding the cat spine. And we're just going to rock the tailbone back towards the heels. Lift up into cow pose, tuck the toes under, all 10 toes. Exhale, round into cat, take it back. Come all the way forward into cow. And then into tabletop. Untuck the toes, and we're going to take and bring the right hand all the way forward. If this is your hurt shoulder, just come into child's pose with both arms behind you. If you can, left palm on top. Try to stack it a little bit further this time. You might be a little more open. And on an exhale, sink through. Again, navel to spine, press firmly into the hands, pull the shoulder blades down. Take a full in-breath and a full out-breath, full focus, breathing in and out of the heart. Use that Ujjayi breath, in and out of the heart throughout the entire practice, if that feels safe. And then very gently press, lift up, bring the palms all the way back. And we're just going to very gently rise right up, come into camel pose. Heart-focused practice today. So I need for my camel pose to tuck my toes under. Let's start with the gentle camel. You can bring hands to the back of the thighs, hamstrings to the low back. You want to pull the elbows back and then just bring the hips forward. But you want to be strong through the legs. You want to really squeeze the tush to protect the back. Externally rotate those shoulder blades and open up. Take 2 breaths. Really hug. Tush. Feel that beautiful leg as you draw breaths in and out of that heart. Really heart focused today. Let me know what is most beneficial to me. May not be the same from my higher self to the lower self. Let's allow ourselves to lift upright. And on an in-breath, we bring the arms up, palms together. Exhale, slowly hinge from the hips. Begin to rotate the palms to the sky, thumbs back. Really slow movement, bend the elbows, bring the forehead down, touch. Take a pause, engage the core and rise right back up for our second camel. Good, all the way up, palms to touch. I'm going to tuck my toes. You can choose to come into full camel or half camel. We're going to take the right palm and we're going to rotate it open and bring it down inside that right heel, that right ankle. And we're just going to open up the heart. So with this knife, with the palm open, it allows us to really externally rotate. Draw the hips forward, take a full in-breath and a full out-breath. Gently rise up. And we're going to take and externally rotate the left hand, bring it inside the other leg, the heel. We're going to keep the shoulders squared and open up into that camel. Good. On an in-breath, rise all the way back up. And on the exhale, untuck the toes. If you had them tucked, come down one more time to release the back, and we'll come into a full camel, whatever that means to you. Bring it all the way up. This time as we hold our camel, allow yourself to really dive into that intention of opening the heart and to receive from the higher self, from the divine, from spirit, what would be most beneficial in this new year. Nice deep breaths, really hug. You have got to hug the tush to really protect the back. Head comes back if that's appropriate, or chin to chest. One more breath. And then as you're ready, on an in-breath, bring it all the way back up. And on an exhale, we're just going to swan back down and come right into child's pose. Stretch the arms all the way forward. And we're just going to take an oval to the right, all the way to the left. This time to the left first, bring it around. Ooh, let that valve open up and release. Bring it back into child's pose. And then on an in-breath, sweep the arms back and just tuck into a nice child's pose. Draw the thumb into the center of the palm, wrap the fingers around, roll onto the outer wrist, release out. One more time, gather the thumb into the center of the palm, stretch the knuckles towards the ears. Press firmly into the feet and the shin bones, stretching, and then gently release. On an in-breath, sweep the arms forward and rise right up into tabletop. From there, right into down dog. Nice runner stretch. Let's get off of those knees. Good, and breathe. Nice deep breaths. Maybe lift up onto one foot and roll through it. That feels so good to keep those feet supple and switch. And then bring the feet together, please. Do a nice yes with the head. Yes, yes, yes to this new year. Shoulder blades really engaged. Take the right leg all the way up to the sky. Stack the hip. Good. Maybe look underneath that arm. And then we're going to square the hip and we're going to bring it all the way forward. Low lunge. Look forward. Hug the feet together. And then on an exhale, let's bring that left knee down. Let's leave the toes tucked. And then bring the palms right up. We're going to open up the arms into cactus arms again. You have to really squeeze your tush to support your back. If it feels safe, open the heart slightly. Press firmly into that front foot and hug the front foot towards the back knee. Take a full in-breath, and as you exhale, bring the inner arms together. Really engage, squeeze the tush, press the elbows together, and open up the wrists. Take a full in-breath, really hug. One more breath, really open up and strengthen the back of the heart. Bring the forearms together, draw them all the way back, sweep them all the way up to the sky, and exhale, swan dive down. Lift up into low lunge, straighten the front leg, bow forward, low lunge. Two more times, find a nice flow. If it feels good, lift up onto that right heel. Feel the nice opening, and then come back into your low lunge, step back, down dog. Ooh, inhale right into plank. Knees come down, untuck the toes. Elbows into the rib cage, sink all the way down to the floor. Hug the elbows straight back, pubic bone to the earth. Really anchor the legs. And on an in-breath, rise up cobra. Good. Look a little to the right, a little to the left. Really squeeze the tush to protect the back. Head neutral and take it all the way down. From there, interlace the fingers behind the back. Lengthen the one fist all the way down as far as it will reach. And then externally rotate the shoulders. Press the pubic bone into the earth. And then allow yourself to lift the legs and the arms. What is important here is that you keep hugging those shoulder blades together towards the spine and down. Keep the eyes to the earth, way into the toes. If this is too much for your back, just leave the legs on the floor. One more breath. Good, now gently bring the legs down. Keep lifted through the front body and roll towards that left shoulder. And let's really open up into the sides of the heart. Keep the pubic bone down to the earth, so I'm just tilting. Left shoulder is touching the earth, right shoulder's lifted. Tush is tight, navel to spine. Center it up, and let's take the right shoulder, place it onto the floor, roll open, really externally rotate into that left shoulder, opening up, getting into the sides, and then come back to the center. Exhale, release the arms down, elbows back, take a full in-breath, and on the exhale, press back into child's pose. Inhale, come all the way forward into a modified up dog. And one more time, back into child's pose. Tuck the toes under, please. Down dog. Oh. Bring the feet together, we'll do the other side. So make sure that the shoulder blades are really engaged. Lift that left leg up to the sky, stack the hip. You can look underneath the right underarm to look at that foot, or if you choose, you can look under the left. Very gently square the hips and slowly lifting up onto those left fingertips. Bring that left foot forward. Low lunge. Really feel that you have a nice alignment here, and then we're just going to very gently come down onto that right knee. And again, lift all the way up. Open up into cactus arms. Really squeeze the tush. That's what protects the back here. Take a full in-breath, and as we exhale, bring the inner arms together. We're just going to press those elbows together and open up the wrists. Stay strong into the glutes, hug the front foot into the back knee. Really lift up out of the base of the spine and hug those shoulder blades down. Good, bring the inner wrists together, exhale. Bring the elbows back, sweep the arms around, all the way up to the sky. And exhale, swan dive down. Tuck the back toes, low lunge. Set your alignment, look underneath. Take a full in-breath. Exhale, fold over, straighten the right leg. Take a full in-breath. And exhale, lunge. Two more. Nice deep stretch. Open that heart as you come forward in a low lunge. Good. And from there, allow yourself, please, to step all the way forward, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, reverse swan dive. Bring it up nice and slow. Palms together. Look up. Exhale, right down to the midline. Palms onto the shin bones. Inhale, lift, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, split the arms to each side. Reverse swan dive all the way up, palms together. And exhale down to the heart. Take a full in breath. And a full out breath. Keep that breath focused and centered, coming through the heart. Here we go. Keep the palms together, reach all the way up to the sky. Exhale, take the arms to the sky, sides, and come all the way down. Palms onto the shin bones, lift up, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, reverse swan dive, bring it all the way up, opening up the side walls now. Right hand grabs left wrist, take it over to the side. On the in-breath, look up to the sky, if that's appropriate. Exhale, look down to the earth. Bring the head to neutral, release the wrist, inhale up. Switch sides, left hand grabs right wrist, over to the other side. If it feels good, in-breath, look up underneath that arm. Exhale, look to the floor. Bring the head to neutral, release the weight, come all the way back up. And exhale, swan dive down. Inhale, lift, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Step right foot back, pivot onto the heel, inhale, warrior one. Good, from there, take a full in-breath, and on the exhale, let's keep the hands back behind us. Really firming into that right leg. This isn't about drawing the arms away from the back rib wall. This is about really externally rotating, opening up that heart, and strengthening the back muscles. Take a full in-breath, and on an exhale, begin to hinge forward. Good, and breathe. Feel the extension, lengthen through the floating ribs from the hip points. Take a full in-breath, and a full out breath. Pull, press firmly into the feet. One more breath, and then on an exhale, release. Come into your low lunge, and take that left leg all the way up to the sky, stack the hip. Gently square the hip, bring the left foot down. On an in-breath, sweep the right leg all the way up to the sky. And on the exhale, step it all the way forward. Pivot onto the back heel, coming into our warrior one on the other side. So lift it up. Good, breathe, square your hips. I'm taking my stance a little bit deeper, working into those legs. Feeling the expanse of that heart. And on an exhale, bring the arms back down behind you. Press the one fist towards the floor, soften into the front knee. Take a full in breath, really externally rotate. I'm not pulling those arms away. I'm keeping that length. I want to get really long from that tailbone all the way through the top of the spine. Float it forward and breathe. Full deep breaths. Nice inhale through the heart, exhale through the heart. One more breath, and then on an exhale, release the hands down. Allow yourself, please, to come into low lunge. We're going to sweep that right leg all the way up to the sky, stack the hip, square the hips, allow the right foot to come down, down dog. And coming all the way forward into plank. 30-second plank press. We're going to lift through the upper back ribs so that we're letting the collarbone and the floating ribs come towards each other. Nice deep breaths here. Really pressing and firming, squeezing blocks between the upper thighs, the calves, pressing the floor away, navel to spine, pelvic floor engaged. Breathing fully and completely, nice deep breaths. Breaths coming in and out of the heart getting more spacious and luscious with each and every breath. Allowing a nice, peaceful entry into the new year. You can chaturanga if you choose, if you feel ready. I'm going to bring my knees down, untop the toes, and I'm just going to come all the way down. Press up into your cobra. Again, turn to the left and then to the right. Come back to the center. Take it all the way back down and allow yourself to bend into the knees. Come into cactus arms or grab the ankles, coming into both toes. So if you're going to do the modification, you're going to really press the pubic bone into the earth. You're going to lift arms and thighs up off the floor to hover. Otherwise, you're going to reach back and grab the feet or the ankles. If you can do it from the inside, you're going to get a much better external rotation of those shoulders. And then lift up for 4 breaths. Take a full in-breath to the heart. Really open up. What is flowing as you breathe through that heart? Nice deep breaths in and out. Hug those shoulder blades in. Really opening up into that divine space within. One more full deep breath. And then on an exhale, gently release. Bring the arms back to the side of the rib cage. Press all the way up and back. Touch tailbone to heels. And then press up into down dog. Nice yes with the head, yes to this new year. And then walk hands all the way back to the feet. Nice flat back. Palms onto the shin bones of the floor, always your option. Really draw navel to spine, pull the shoulder blades down. And then exhale for the floor. Bend deeply into the knees and place the left hand with the back of the hand on the floor so that the left palm is right underneath the left foot. Bring the toes all the way to the left wrist creases and then do the same with the right. Crown of the head to the floor. Let's just really open up the back ribs. Really feel that heart open up from the back side. Nice deep stretch. Try to stretch each part of the spine, but again, the focus is just opening up the back of the heart. One more breath, really pressing feet into hands, hands into feet. This should feel really good on your hands. Kind of loosen up a little bit and rock your feet side to side. Blessing to those hands. And then we're just going to lift the left foot, place the left hand out, right hand out. Bring the hands to the back of the lower legs, tuck in. And on an in-breath, rise that flat back all the way up. Head comes left, flat back. Roll the shoulders back and roll the shoulders forward. Palms to the heart. Take a full in-breath. Come back into that mountain pose center. One more full deep breath here. So as you're ready, let's bring the hands to the hips. And we're going to step that right foot all the way forward. So find a Highland Warrior, maybe a little bit shorter stance. We can bend into that left knee and hug the feet towards each other. Let's take and interlace the fingers again. Draw the knuckles down. Allow yourself to scoop the tailbone down and under. Shorter stance here because we're going to lift right up into Warrior 3. So first stabilize the upper shoulders. Pull them down. Hug the feet towards each other. It's okay to hop that left foot forward. We're going to really reach through those arms, secure the upper rib cage. That will be our stability to balance. We're just going to come forward. We're going to come right into that Warrior 3. Nice deep breaths. Woo, watch your balance. Work through the wobbles. Use the arms to help stabilize. Good. One more breath. Notice my hands are not off my rib cage, my back ribs. They're hugging. And then with an exhale, bring the hands down. We're going to place that left hand down and spin the right arm open. Good, and breathe. Feel that heart opening. Really extend through that right back. Lifted leg. One more breath. And then we're going to transition right into Warrior 3. So take a full in-breath, and on the exhale, bring that right hand down. Take it out to the side and forward. Begin to rotate that lifted leg. Remember, you can move your right hand. Maybe you just stay here and lengthen up into the leg. Maybe you begin to bring that left arm up. Rotating up and open. Feel free to use your blocks. Really rotate that top hip open. One more full deep breath. Good, breathe. And then eyes to the earth. Hand comes down. Allow yourself, please, to bend into the right knee. Take it all the way back. Step back, down dog. Inhale and plank. Chaturanga, chin, chest. Knees come down. Really hug shoulder blades, navel to spine. Melt all the way down. Bring the forearms forward and let's come into Cobra. Cobra is one of the best poses to really open the heart. So elbows right underneath the shoulder. Really engage into the legs. Make sure you can feel the top of the legs. Press and lift the kneecaps. Draw the elbows back towards the back of the mat. Squeeze the tush. Take a full in breath and a full out breath. Good. One more breath here. And then allow yourself to gently turn to the right. Look back at that right foot. Feel that stretch on that left front side. Come back to neutral and over to the other side. Good. Bring it all the way back up. Take a full in breath. Really firm into the feet, all 10 toenails. And on an exhale, lift up into dolphin plank. And then release back down. Press and rise. Really engage. Round to that upper back. Bring it down. And 3 more times. Good. And breathe. Feel that heart forward in cobra. But remember, eyes are still to the earth. 3 feet. Last one. Gently bring it all the way back down. Bring that front. Come all the way down on towards the collarbones. Bring hands back beside you. And press up cobra all the way back. Remember, you can always come into child before you come into down dog to release that back. And just allow yourself to pedal, staying in the motion. And then allow yourself, please, to do a nice yes. Again, we're welcoming this new year. We want to do it from a very high place. Begin to walk the hands all the way back. I know that our higher self would always intend that we have more joy, more happiness, abundance in all of the different aspects. Allow yourself to ragdoll, soft knees, ragdoll all the way up. Just opening up the heart from the back. Lift all the way back up. Crown of the head comes up. Sweep the arms all the way up. Let the palms face each other. Good. Pull the shoulder blades down, firm into the legs. And on the exhale, let's tip over to the left, opening up the right side of the heart. Inhale up and exhale all the way over to the other side. Good, lift it all the way back upright, and on an exhale, bring the arms back down behind you, interlace the fingers. Don't overarch the back, nice external rotation. Take a full in breath, soften into the knees and step the left foot forward. Find your Highland Warrior. Can be a much shorter stance. We're gonna really hug the upper torso. That's what's gonna give us the stability for our Warrior 3. Using the arms extended back to open the heart. And we're just going to take, and if you need, just step. Find your balance, and then come into that Warrior 3. You can always keep that foot on the floor, right foot on the floor, and come forward, and then lift the leg. Good, breathe into it. Feel the difference in the sides. Breathe, and remember, whatever our balance is in the moment is good. When you're ready, bring the hands down. Come into your half moon foundation. So the lifted toes are straight down to the floor. We're going to lift the opposite arm of the lifted leg and breathe. Warrior 3, revolved half moon. Nice deep breath, navel to spine, strong into the leg, opening up. One more breath. Eyes to the earth, hand comes down. Allow yourself to spin that lifted leg open so that the toes are now to the side, not to the floor. Make sure that your left hand is outside the left foot. Maybe you just bring the right hand to the side wall and then just open up. Maybe you keep the right hand on the floor and you just open up that hip. Whatever works for you, just take your time and breathe into it. Good, lifting up nice and tall. Really feel that heart shine like a beacon, guiding us into this new year. One more full deep breath. Woo, eyes to the earth. Hand comes down, listen carefully. We're gonna take and bend into the left knee. We're gonna bring that right knee to touch the back of the left knee crease. Rise it up and touch again. Slide that right knee outside the left. Bring the right foot down and come right into your twist. Woo. We're gonna spin right into that front cross leg. Coming into a nice deep twist. Draw the shoulder blades down. Really engage core muscles at the bottom of the breath. You can let ears go from side to side on each of the shoulders, working into the neck. Bring the head to stillness. And then on an in-breath, take your counter twist. Move around this way a little bit. Good, allow yourself to gently come forward. And let's see if we can stack those knees. Bring your hands back behind you and puff your heart open. Really pull the shoulder blades together. Squeeze the tush to protect the back. We should have, if I've done everything right, left leg under right. I'm sorry, right leg under left. And let's bring left arm under right. Take both of the elbows over to the left. Good, breathe. Pull the shoulder blades down. One more breath. Feel that expanse of the spine. Feel the elevator of the spine all the way to the crown of the head. Even though we're breathing through the heart. Bring the elbows to neutral. Lift the elbows, tuck the chin, and on an exhale, hinge forward. Maybe it's just a little hinge. Right from the hips. Take a full in-breath. Here, just humbly acknowledging that you are ready for this new year and you are willing and surrendering to the higher self to know what needs to come into that new year. On an in-breath, let's gently rise up. Let the arms open up. Sweep the fingers back behind, and we're just going to take and switch. Stacking out to the sides as best we can. Good, lift up nice and tall. It might be that you have that front leg lengthened out and you've just got the knees stacked right up on top. There's always a way to come into these. You can also elevate your hips. Let's lift up nice and tall. Bring the fingertips back behind you. My fingers are towards the front of the mat. And just puff that heart. Bring the shoulder blades together. Engage navel to spine. Good. If it feels good, look skyward. But draw in. Everything is within us. And then very gently we come upright. And we're going to take and sweep right arm under left, switching sides. Take both of the elbows over to that side. Pull and hug the shoulder blades down. Good. Take a full in-breath and a full out-breath, breathing into that shoulder. And then bring the arms to the center. Tuck the chin under, lift the elbows up high, and hip hinge forward. Breathing nice and deep, adjusting the feet. Just humbly melting into that heart. What is it that I need most in this new year? As you're ready, on an in-breath, rise all the way. Sweep the arms open, fingertips beside you, and let's go ahead and just let the feet be hip width apart, knees bent. Let's rise all the way up. Good, and on the exhale, come all the way down, nice and slow. Let the back of the head land, walk the heels back, hip width apart. Take the arc out of the back and then over arc the back, pelvic tilts. Just one more to release the back. Good. Find the neutral back. Take a full in-breath. And on the exhale, bring the arms all the way back in front of the body, lifting up into bridge pose. Really hugging in, firming into the feet here. Stay soft into the neck. Really feel that heart open. Take one more breath here, no pressure on the neck. Squeezing the tush as tight as you can, lifting those hip points. Really opening up. And then take a full in-breath. Bring the arms up as the fingertips are right straight up to the sky. On an exhale, bring the spine and the arms down. We're going to do that one more time. So take the feet the width of the mat. Only if that's appropriate for you. Again, do a pelvic tilt and print that low back to release the back. If you can, allow yourself, please, to walk the heels back. Either grab your mat with your hands, or if you can, as you rise up, walk your hands and place them underneath the feet, inside the feet, with the back of the hands touching the heel, the inside of the heel. Stay really soft. Really allow the shoulder blades to hug. And use your exhale to come right out of the heart. Really feel that nice opening. Squeeze the tush. Rise up through the legs. And surrender into this new opening of this new year. So heartfelt. Squeeze nice and tight. Inner legs reaching for one another. And one more nice deep breath. Create space through the neck by really hugging those shoulder blades in towards the spine, lifting that heart to the side. Bring the edges of the shoulders out, and on an exhale, slowly bring the spine all the way down. From there, heel toe the feet in, hip width apart, and again, a couple of pelvic tilts, please. Good. From there, really loosen up the shoulders and allow yourself to lift the head and bring the arms up out to the side. If you need, you can use one hand to hold the head. You can place a block underneath the head. And if you can, bring both heels up. If that's too much, just do one. And we're just going to lengthen out and bring back in. Good. So breathe one side at a time. Nice deep breath. Keep the low back hugged into the earth. Really building that cervical muscle. Think of this as really strengthening that cervical muscle. Going inward to receive, to move into the new year. Good. 5 more. Nice deep breaths in and out. Last one, each side. Good. One foot down, head down, other foot down. Allow the head to rock side to side. Open the arms up, take a full in breath, and as you exhale, find your twist to the right. Take a full in breath and a full out breath. Really allow yourself to open. Maybe roll your palms open to the sky. Be so willing to receive. Bring the head back to neutral, arms to wherever it's a safe place. Hug the core in enough that you can bring the knees up. And on the exhale, over to the left. Really settle into the opening. Feel that heart just full. After a full, almost hour of breathing in and out of the heart, it should be open and shining. Bring the head to neutral, arms to a safe place, knees upright. And I invite you to do anything else you might need to do before we commit to Shavasana. For those of you who don't have back issues, I really invite you to place a block, if you have one, or a roll towel around those shoulder blades and just open up. if that's appropriate for you. That's not appropriate for everybody, but that's a really nice heart opener. You can also place it on a higher, turn the block onto a higher place on the top. Place it right down onto the shoulders. Bring the legs into butterfly. And then tuck the arms right down underneath. So whatever that is for you, please do so. Allow yourself to really find that space, opening up, please. Allow the eyes to shutter shut and come into your breath. Take a full in breath and a full out breath. Take the next breath again through the heart. And then release it out. Just in your mind's eye, just imagine that your right hand again is placed on your heart. Just imagine. Feel that connection. And ask yourself again, what would my higher self, what would be most beneficial to this higher self moving into this new year? Hold the intention in your heart that this is a powerful transition time. Allow yourself to just keep breathing. Feel all the facial muscles soften. As you soften through the jaw and chin, allow the lips to part. And begin to feel a smile on the lips as you become so receptive to this heart opening. And in the moment that you feel the smile on the lips, they lift right up into the eyes. And as you continue to allow that smile to be enhanced, it then flows down to the heart as you soften to the shoulders and the ribs, all the way down into the organs and the pelvic bowl, softening those shoulders and just allowing relaxation to ride down to the arms. Really allowing the entire physical body to just release. Let both legs soften from the hip creases all the way down to the toes. And then just feel where the skin from the outside meets the most innermost part of the skin tissue on the inside. And just continue to breathe into that space as you begin to blur the line of the physical body. Imagine opening up the pores of the skin suit. Just let the light begin to open up. And feel as that physical body merges into that entire field of consciousness. Allowing the light to fill the chest. Each breath bringing more light into heart space. One big heart. Feel the light begin to circulate, totally supporting every aspect of your being. That light bringing you into the new year. Just allow it to flow. With each and every breath, more and more exquisite light. Feel it integrating with the energy of your passion and focus. Get in tune with it and feel it. Trust that this process is planting a seed. The outside will follow, and it will contain all of the benefits moving into the new year for the higher self. Resting in the present moment. Focusing lovely on the intention, breathing that intention in and out, becoming that intention, feeling it as a reality. Rest in this intention. Just allow it to complete you. It's all within. Everything is within. Begin to deepen the breath, please. Nice deep breaths. Feel the energy rise from the toes all the way up to the crown of the head. And on the exhale, let it move down, and as it moves towards the fingers, wiggle the fingers and continue the breath to move all the way down, and then begin to wiggle the toes. Feel the movement and begin to find the body once again. And then on an in-breath, stretch the arms up overhead. Take arms and legs over to the right and breathe into that left side wall. Good, drop back to neutral, stretch and flex the feet. Really reach through the arms. And then take the legs over to the other side along with the arms and open up the other side of the heart. Front, back, and sides of the heart open. Come back into a neutral position and then use the arms to gather the knees into the chest. Roll over to one side and just embrace this new year. Say hello to 2021 to much higher space. Bring it up to the sitting bones, sitting however it feels good. Draw the palms to the heart. Here's to the dawn of a brand new year. And in each and every moment, let it brim with promise and brilliance, with every possibility, just awaiting our breaststroke to spark with full blossom. Intending you a year of empowering possibilities and the daring to dance with spirit fully, unabashed in your absolute beauty. As always, I am so grateful for each and every one of you, all the years that we've practiced together, your presence, your light, my gift. Let's all exhale together, please. Inhale, take the prayer hands all the way up to the sky. Feel that heart beam out, one heart. And let it all wash over you as you exhale, bringing the palms all the way back to the heart. Namaste.